mira, me hice el pelo. The pelo looks good. But now we're in my hallway and I'm literally, you guys, I don't know, hold up. If you guys can see my phone, look at me blocking it, hold up. So I'm filming, finishing up the hallway, and look, right now, the goal is to put these up. To put 4 of them up, actually. We got a little thumbnail right here, hold up. Yeah, a little thumbnail. But yeah. Ay, Dios mío, es que, mira. And I bought command strips, y'all. Honestly, I'm done with the whole putting nails in the wall because it's just tiring. Woo! It's tiring, and I'm just like, I bought command strips because I'm like, bro, I just can't keep doing this. And also, you guys, like, you know, when you move out, leaving all those holes, you gotta pay for that. So I was just thinking about it. I was like, let me not add too many holes on these walls because eventually when I do move out to another place, I'm gonna have to patch them up. Let me show you guys though how cute these paintings are. They're from Target. A lot of the stuff that I bought for this apartment is gonna be from Home Goods and Target. Honestly, a lot of the decor that you guys are gonna see after the hallway and bathroom, I brought from Florida. So look. Yeah, look. I'll put that up later. I'm thinking like I wanna put, and let's actually move this right here. I'm thinking I want to put like 4 of them. I don't know how I should lay it out. I mean, y'all are gonna end up seeing how I lay it out. And by the way, I am wearing a corset with sweatpants because that's how we film over here. We film comfortably. The top gonna look cute, but the bottom gonna be comfortable. I don't know if I want to place them, and you guys are gonna see. I don't know if I want to place them straight because I got 4. Y'all. It's so hard to take these out. I'm still not even done putting them up the wall, but you guys know what I was thinking about when I was like taking off all this stuff from the paintings. I'm like, oh, by the way, because look, I got my lashes done today, right? But I got my lashes done with another girl, which we'll see how they hold up. I don't know if I'm like in love with them, especially with how much I paid. But the lash tech that I first went to when I got to California, loved her, but the thing is that she didn't have any availability this week, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to go to a new person. Cause y'all, I just don't like filming with like half done lashes. And then she texted me literally after I got my lashes, and she's like, oh, by the way, the girl who booked me tomorrow, she canceled. And I'm like, girl, I just got my lashes done. Like, how are you gonna tell me that when I just got my lashes done by someone else? And it's so funny because I'm like, I hope she don't think I'm a cheater. Because I'm very loyal. I'm very loyal to my service people. Very loyal to, like, once I find my nail tech out here, loyal. Once I find my lash tech, which I feel like the first girl, she's gonna be my lash tech, and she doesn't live too far from me, she's gonna be my lash tech. But it's just like, I needed to film. I needed to get the content out. Hey you guys, are you ready to see the little hallway? So let's flip the camera so I can show y'all. If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you know that I'm keeping you guys updated on my moving series. But basically, this is a hallway. I don't know if these are all like correctly put, but whatever. Look at how cute this is. Yo soy corny, I don't care. It says doggies home in peace, and then I put like this little cute plant find. This cute little home plant find that I found on Home Goods. And then I don't know if I'm gonna keep that barrel there or if I want to put 2 here on the side. But oh, look at you. But yeah, this is what that's looking like. Now it's time to go to sleep. Mira, son las 1:30, and I still have to edit the video that I'm gonna post tomorrow on the feed. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna wake up early. I've been waking up at 7 a.m. I think that now that I'm gonna have to go to sleep late to edit, I'm probably gonna have to go to sleep. I'm gonna have to wake up like at 8 a.m. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for the gym, okay? Yeah, today was short, but today we got a lot done. So yeah. I wanna go missing. I need a prescription. I wanna go higher. I love my little pineapple. Oh my gosh, have you noticed how much my hair has grown?
I would give her attitude when she brought up that damn calculator trying to tell me that I was wrong. Like, I can do basic, baby, that's basic level math. The only thing you have to do, if your bank says 20 and you're charging 24, the difference is $4. It don't take a damn psychic to know that, doggy.
She was trying to take your money at that point.
Girl, trust That's one thing you won't ever do is take my money.
Ooh.
If you know me, you know that's impossible.
That's impossible.
I check my credit cards every day, babes.
Ooh.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. Not the one. She is not the one. Or the 2 or the 3. Hey, that's confirmed in today's phone call because if you got like that over $2, woo, woo, I can't imagine with more. Is this the right pan?
Girl, fuck you. You're gonna piss me off.
It's the truth.
Boy, Jesus.
Wait, is this?
Please help young child. She need help.
Maybe it's late. Sometimes people just get tired.
Hi, ma'am. Can I have... That's what you give.
But I want to know, why do I not give that? What about me doesn't give she can cook?
It doesn't give, like, throw down vibes. Like,
what? How does someone give throw down vibes?
Like, invite people over so they can eat at your house.
So I don't give throw down vibes. That's funny. You don't give that either.
Oh, but I didn't clearly you don't know because everybody's got.
Good to be back on YouTube. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was being consistent and then again I fell off. But today's get ready with me. Also, I'm going to include some clips. I was literally doing a week in the life, a weekly vlog, and then I stopped. So I want to include those clips at the end. But we're going to get ready with each other because I feel like there's so much that we have to catch up on. Like, a month literally just flew by. Like, it flew by and I feel like so much has happened and YouTube is a perfect place to just for me to talk as much as I want without worrying about like, oh my gosh, am I talking too much? Will I go on for too long? Like, I just have so much to update you guys. I'm gonna put a little bit of moisturizer because I already put some moisturizer before I got on the camera. Ooh, girl, I'm drinking a kombucha right now. Ooh, yeah. Here's a proof. Before y'all say she's lying. Kombucha makes you literally burp and like get all the gas that you have out of your body. So that's what I love about it. I'm using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Cream, by the way. Love this moisturizer, super good. But you guys, I have officially been in California for a month and I feel like I gave you guys like a little bit of an update on Instagram and on TikTok, but we really gotta talk. We really gotta talk. Let me back up so you guys can like fully see everything. But I feel like, again, I've been here for a month. There's so much that we got to talk about. I think it's so important. Let me tell you guys something before I start this whole conversation on this update. Please, whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing, that change, that thing that might change your life, do it. If you've been thinking about this thing that you've been wanting to do, but you're just too scared to act on it, or you just feel like, what are people going to think? Do it. I am so freaking happy. And it's only been a month. Again, it's only been a month. But I'm so freaking happy that I moved from Florida. Because I knew it in my heart. I was like, I need to leave. I need to leave. I need to leave. But I was just like, when? When am I going to do it? And I finally did it. And I honestly, if I'm being completely honest, if I could have moved to California, straight out of college, I probably would have done it. But everything happens for a reason. And I know that right now was just a time for me to move. And I'm actually really glad, you guys, that I moved now. Because I moved now knowing that there's a lot of things that I had to work on individually as a person. And California is just so beautiful. There's so much to do, you guys. I feel like every weekend, it's like there's never not anything to do here. Every weekend I have options. And in Florida, I felt like it was the same thing every week. This past month has been beautiful. I've seen the growth in myself already. People are telling me that I'm glowing. It's so funny, but like when you are happy, you start to glow. Like that is a thing. And I know that because it's been my case. Like people are like, you're glowing. I see it. I see it in the way that I've been showing up in spaces. I see it in the way that I'm showing up for myself. If you guys follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram if you don't. But if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been very consistent with the gym. The last time I was consistent with the gym was in college. So I'm like just very proud of myself. All of last week I ate in. I had Chick-fil-A on Saturday, I'm not gonna lie. But all of last week I cooked at home. You know how long it's been since I've done that? Because I always do this thing where I'm ordering out. So it's just like the way that I'm showing up for myself, the way that I'm treating my body, the way that I'm just, you know, discipline over motivation, 100% discipline over motivation. But even the way that I've just been motivated to do things, and I mentioned it in that Instagram reel, but it's because I'm really on my own over here. You know, in Florida, I have family. My mom was 5 minutes away. If I needed anything, sometimes I slacked off because I knew that my mom was 5 minutes away. Don't even say that you wouldn't either. If your mom was 5 minutes away and she was a mom that like likes to cook for you or likes to clean your house for you, you gonna say no. You ain't gonna say no. When my mom wanted to clean for me or she wanted to cook, I don't gonna say no. So I think that like, because I knew that I had that in Florida, I got very comfortable and I was like, I don't think I need to cook today. I'm just gonna call my mom up and have her bring a plate. Or whenever I didn't feel like cleaning my apartment, I'd be like, I'm just gonna pay my mom this week to do it. And you see how if you continue on that cycle, it becomes a habit, it becomes a habit. And where do you end up going if you continue to just do the same thing? Where do you end up in life if you stay comfortable? And that is like why I had to leave. But here in California, because it's just me, I've been like, well, who gonna cook for you? Your mama ain't. It's not gonna be your mom. Who's going to take you to the gym? My mom used to take me to places too. Your mom's not here. Let's blend this out and see how it is, right? And so I think that mentally, because I know that like, dang, I don't have my mom to lean on here, I gotta get up. Even when I don't feel like getting up. I hope this foundation is not too dark. It's too dark, huh? We might have to mix it with the Estee Lauder foundation. You guys, okay, let's talk about it though. Y'all want to know something? It's so funny because I have not experienced the quote unquote fake people that so many people say are in LA. Granted, I've only been here for a month. You still got some time on your hands, Dobby. But everyone that I've been meeting, people are asking me like, how have you been making friends? Honestly, I've been making friends from the mutuals that I have online, from people who I know. I met this one girl who she went to like the university right across from my street, and she also moved to LA around the same time as me. So I've really just been reaching out to people that I know of, and just hanging out with them and like seeing if we can build a relationship. But every single person that I've met up with thus far has been so kind and so genuine. And so that's why I'm like, maybe give me a little bit more time in LA before I start experiencing that. Granted, everywhere there's always going to be people who aren't your friends. There's always going to be people who like are not always going to have the best intentions. But I'm so glad that I haven't experienced that yet here. I really haven't. And I feel like it's so funny because I was having this conversation with this girl that I met at an event, and because she's from LA. She was like, people from LA are not fake. People from LA have this bad rep, but it's the people who are born here that are different. She was just saying, she was like, people who have the bad reps of like being fake are people who just come to live here. They weren't born here. And I was like, I could see that. I could see that, you know? Like, people always discredit the people that were born here and how they're a completely different type of person. Is this foundation crumbling up? You know how sometimes foundations don't go well with each other? Yikes, I probably should have tested it out first. I haven't experienced that. And oh my gosh. Give me a second. Let's blend this out. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you know that I literally ran into this guy that I used to date on in college. I ran into him at the gym. And it's so funny because I was just, you know, doing my thing. And then across from me, I see this tall guy with a beard and with tattoos walk by. And I'm like, why does that frame just look familiar? I'm looking at his face. I said, no. I said, no way. I know that this is not who I think it is. I know that this is not who I think it is. So you know what I do? I'm like, wait, we gotta confirm. At this point, you guys, when I saw him at the gym, I'm like, I'm hallucinating. Is it hallucinating or hallucinating? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm hallucinating. There's no freaking way. So you know, when you stop dating someone, y'all unfollow each other on Instagram, whatever. So I'm like, I forgot his Instagram at. So I'm looking, but I'm like, but I remember his friends. You know how I found him? I went to his fraternity's Instagram page, and then I had to dig deep because that man graduated a long time ago. So I looked through his what is it? what's the word? His fraternities. I looked through his fraternities Instagram, and then I scroll all the way down. I find him, and in his freaking bio it says Los Angeles. I said no. Ain't no freaking way. And then the thing is that he was at my local gym. That means that man lives in the same city as me. Because I think people think of LA as just one whole thing. There's a bunch of different cities. There's West Hollywood, there's Koreatown, there's all these cities in the county of Los Angeles. There's so many. And then this man want to be in the same city as me? It's like, oh my gosh, the world is big, but it's small, y'all. But I brought that up randomly because it brings me to another conversation, which is dating out here. I haven't tried it. And if I'm being completely honest, I just don't know. I think I mentioned this in another YouTube video. Excuse me. I think I did. But I don't think that I don't know. I just don't know if I'm going to be pursuing that this year. I don't really know if I want to be dating this year. I kind of just want it to happen when it's supposed to happen. Because I don't know if you guys heard of like the two models in downtown LA that were, I can't say the word, but... And they suspect that one of the girls met a guy on a dating app. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, golly, I'm just really scared to do that out here in LA. I feel like LA is just a little bit scary. But dating-wise, you guys, because I think people want an update on that too. Dating-wise, I haven't done anything. And honestly, it's not because I don't want to, but it is out of a fear of like, damn, like, something could happen. And you know what? I think that I want to build my friendships out here first to start dating, because that way if something happens, I know people here. If that makes any sense, you know? I'd rather build my friendships, have these people that I can trust, have their numbers, know that if something happens, I can contact them, and then start dating people and dating apps and all that stuff. So I feel like that's the route that I want to go, because dating out here with not knowing anyone, and if something happens, not being able to call anyone, I don't think that's the smart way to go about it. So I've been blending since like forever. You guys know what one of my goals is with moving to California though? And every time I tell people out here, they're like, what? One of my goals, because they're surprised that I don't know how to do this yet. One of my goals with living out here is learning how to drive. Girl, these Ubers, they're starting to add up, but this is another thing that I'm like, okay, even if I learn how to drive, do I really want to buy a car out here? Y'all, when I say that the car robberies here are a thing. They are a freaking thing out here. So I'm just like, do I really want to buy a car? Do I really want to do that? I don't know. I feel like I'm so like in the corner. Let me move a little bit more to the middle. Right here. That's why I'm just like, do I really want to do that? I don't really know if I do, because I mean, learning how to drive, that's something that I have to do. And I'm not gonna lie, people are like, why do you not know how to drive? I do think that it's a fear. I definitely think that the reason why I haven't even motivated myself to like even be like, Daviana, you're 23, learn how to drive, is because I'm scared. I'm scared to get into an accident. And honestly, having a fear of driving is a thing. I don't have it excessively, but it's definitely there. She's there. Let's mix this concealer. But yeah, y'all, learning how to drive is one of my goals while I'm out here. Building genuine connections. Let's talk about it, child. Let's talk about it. Like I said, the people that I've been meeting thus far have been really great people, at least so far. You never really know someone, right? But for me, one thing that's really important, in a city where people come to hustle, I want to make sure, I hope you guys don't hear the background noise. There's so many cops right now. Let's let it pass. Back to it. In a city where there's so many people that come here to hustle and make things happen, it's really easy to get caught up with people who are just very transactional. I could see me coming across those type of people eventually out here in LA. But one thing that I'm going to prioritize is literally only being around people because these people genuinely are good people, and because these people may add to my life. I have, one thing I've been doing since I've been here, I've been meeting up with brands for lunch and stuff like that. I've been building my network, but I was kind of having this conversation with myself where I'm like, don't get so caught up, Daviana, in networking and just like meeting up with people because it makes sense, to where you lose sense of the genuine connections that you also have to make out here. And I had to have that conversation with myself, which I've been doing. I've been making connections with genuine people, but I could see how I could get caught up in just focusing on like the networking aspect of being here. And that just never is fun, because why would you want to be around someone just because they can do something for you? You know what I mean? Or why do you just want to meet up with people because you know that they can do something for you, and then you have no real friends wherever you are? I just want to make sure that that's the priority for me. And that people feel that way about me too, that they feel like, you know, wow, Daviana is like a good friend to me. One thing that is so important, and I feel like everyone should prioritize for the people in their life, is just really being there for people. I feel like I've mentioned this in a video before, but it's just so important. The world that we live in, with everything that's going on, it's just so important to be around people that pour into you. And I'm not going to allow what people say about LA to deter me from still pursuing genuine connections. Because that's what people like to say out here, that there's not genuine people, but I feel like there is. I feel like you attract what you put out. You feel me? You really do. Someone said something that made me realize, oh my gosh, I did do this. I was talking to this influencer, and she was like, so you really moved out here on your own with no family? And I was like, yeah, I did. And I was just like answering like, yeah. And then after I went back home, I reflected on that conversation. I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm gonna reflect on a bunch of stuff. If you and me have a conversation that's deep, or even if it's not deep, I'd be reflecting on my conversations with people, especially when it's with people that I'm like, oh, like I finally met this person. So, which I'm gonna have a lot of those moments out here in LA. So I was just like reflecting on that conversation, and I was like, oh my God, for the first time in a month, it hit me. I was like, I actually did do that. You know how sometimes it takes someone saying something for you to be like, oh shit, like, oh yeah, I did. Until she said that, I was like, oh my gosh, I really left everything in California. I mean, I really left everything in Florida. I really left my family in Florida, and I really moved to a place where it's just me. You'd think that would hit you the first week of moving out, but it really hit me when someone else said it out loud. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I kind of had a moment where I'm like, am I crazy? Did I really, really do this? And I think that having that moment was, again, just confirmation why I can't sack off here in California. Like, that conversation reminded me as to why the move here is not something that I complain about. You feel me? Because I really only got me. So yeah, I feel like I've been all over this place with the get ready with me, but y'all, I'm kind of just talking about, oh, let me tell y'all something. The girls on YouTube are gonna know this one. I'm probably not gonna talk about it on Instagram. Let me get this right here. I'm probably not gonna talk about this on my Instagram or TikTok. Maybe I'll keep it straight to YouTube. But last year, so let me tell you where it all started. Last year, back in April, like a month before I graduated, I went to therapy. Right, this line of hers. And y'all, if you're in college right now, please take advantage of all the free resources that your university gives you, because the fact that I, as a student, was able to get free therapy and I didn't even try it out until my senior year of college, that is so annoying and it's horrible, and I wish I would have taken advantage of it. But I did a therapy session. Golly. Okay, there you go. I did a therapy session, and it was the best thing I could have done for myself. But obviously, because I graduated, I wasn't able to continue on with my university. The therapist that I met through my university, she was so great. I met her at a time where I really needed that session. So I did therapy, and I was like, you know what? After that session, I was like, I really want to continue. Like, I really want to, I want to do this again. So I signed up for BetterHelp. Maybe like back in August of last year, I signed up for BetterHelp. I was like, I'm going to start therapy. They connected me to a therapist. yeah. They connected me to a therapist, but I never went through with it. And I finally did it. I finally did it recently. I signed up for BetterHelp. They connected me with a therapist, and I'm supposed to be meeting up with her next week, which I'm really excited about, you guys, because I think people have this really negative connotation about people who go to therapy or just therapists in general, and it's not a bad thing. I feel like a lot of us, especially people of color, especially a lot of us who come from single parent households, people who come from low income households, like, we are people who, I feel like we're still healing from so much trauma. We're still healing from so much in our lives. Grief can be something that you're still experiencing, and I feel like therapy is so important, and it's something that everyone who feels like they're dealing with something should do, because a lot of times we use our friends as our go-tos when we have our problems, and that's not fair. I feel like I had to catch myself one time where I felt like every single time I'd have a problem in college, girl, I always had a problem. I felt like every single time I had a problem, I was going to my friends, and I was just like, that is not fair to make my problems their problems. At some point, when you're someone who's going through a lot, you have to seek a professional, because it's just not fair to put that on the people in your life, whether it's not your friend, maybe it's an aunt, maybe it's an uncle. It's just not fair to make your problems someone else's problems. And that's why I actually did the therapy session last year, because I was like, I can't keep going to my friends, and I feel like at this point I need professional advice. And so I'm just so excited that I'm finally like taking the steps to continue on with that journey, because like I said, I feel like therapy also makes you a better person, because it helps you unpack so much. When I did that one therapy session, she helped me unpack so much. I went in there thinking I already know the problem, like I already know what it is. And then we had this conversation, and she was like, it's this, this, and that. That also plays into how you're feeling. And I was like, I didn't even think about that. So this is what my makeup is looking like. Let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about that. Like, girl, it's giving skin. Did you even do your face? And that's what I hate about how, I don't want to say I hate, but that's what I dislike about when I do my makeup. I'm like, it doesn't even look like I got it on. Like, I really want to start giving full glam, like a beat face. Okay, so I feel like today's video or today's talk was all over the place, but in summary, I love it here. And I really want you guys, I just encourage you guys to go after that change that you've been wanting to make, but maybe you've been too scared, or you just feel like, I don't know when. Do it. You never know how it can change your life. So this is the final look. And now I actually want to include some clips that I made last week that I never put in here, because y'all got to see these clips. Like, I did not do these clips for no reason. So anyways, enjoy these clips, and I will see you guys next week.